I need to be very careful in this video because I don't want my family nor me being threatened. In this video, I'm gonna expose how I have been scammed by a very well-known supercar dealer. This is also the reason why I haven't been able to post a video on the automotive channel for 10 months. Before we get into the details of this scam, let's recap from when you saw me here last. I bought a Ferrari and it constantly broke down. After a long fight with Ferrari, I handed back the car and began a search for a new spectacular supercar. A car that I could take on trips and experiences with my friends like DDE and Matt Armstrong and Mr. JWW. Inspired by DDE, I chose the Lamborghini Aventador SV. After a long search, I finally found my perfect Lamborghini Aventador SV. I was told the car was pristine, and after a few calls, I decided to buy the car blind. Yes, blind. What you're about to see next is the original video I wanted to make, which was supposed to be my return to making automotive content. And all of this on a private racetrack in Portugal with Matt Armstrong and Mark McCann. You're gonna pick up my car. That's the official key.
I think a few people may have guessed what type of car it is from this Audi key. I know you've got a couple of kids, so Q8 was probably the right choice. Are you ready to see it?
Oh, mate!
3, 2, 1.
Holy. This is my first Lamborghini, and I always said I would never buy a Lamborghini because I thought Lamborghinis was a bit for drug dealers and stuff. It was when the initial excitement of getting the car faded that I noticed something wasn't quite right, although this would be only the beginning of all my problems.
Crash damaged.
Oh no. Looks like a different color,
Yeah, I
though.
remember having a bit of a front tensions.
It looks like a different color, doesn't it? Right, we need to have a conversation about that. Just like any car purchase, I needed to reach out to the car dealer to get this sorted.
Hello, mate.
Quick one, car is lovely, drove it, whatever, fantastic. I just saw it for the first time. At one point, that front has been repainted and it's two different colors.
On what part of the front?
Either the bumper or bonnet.
The thing is, there is always a discrepancy between a bumper and a bonnet, as you probably know.
100%, but not this type of discrepancy. You're saying that you didn't see it? 100%?
Mate, no.
Every person here says it's too obvious.
Well, send a picture, mate. I'll send it to Alex. It's nothing that we would have ever got done, that's for sure. If we did, mate, I would say it. You know, I'd never do that, obviously willingly. But let me ask the question.
The dealer denied all knowledge of the car's paint problem. I don't understand how he couldn't have noticed this obvious problem. So I've sent him a video as proof. I was assured that he would personally get to the bottom of this.
Is your car vertical, this car?
No.
You probably want it. Netherlands?
Yeah.
Why was it in the Netherlands?
The guy is from the UK, but he lives in Amsterdam now.
I wonder whether the front end's been painted because it had stone chipped in, but the dealership might have done that. Oh, here's more of it.
Loading report. Now they've scary
Fully
part.
perished. Everything. Mileage fraud.
Yeah.
Category B. Flood damage. Fire damage. The whole car.
Stolen.
It has got overspray there, though, isn't it? That's just a poor effort, really, because you just take that off if you're painting it.
Yeah.
And also, if they painted that, how did they not get the bumper the same colour? Surely it would have come out the same paint can.
What the hell is that about? Report is ready.
Oh, green.
What does that mean? Oh, financial.
No mileage fraud.
No outstanding finance.
No outstanding finance. No theft. No issues found with damage. Oh, it failed an MOT on brake pedal anti-slip provision missing.
I was feeling that. After a while, the dealer came back to me, and you wouldn't believe what they said. Yeah, did you see the video?
Yeah, I just got it, mate. The only thing I can think is if GBE did it, I wouldn't trust their workmanship at all. I haven't spoken to Alex yet. I've asked him to give me a call.
All I want to hear is like, yeah, I have seen it.
Mate, I completely understand, mate, but please also understand from my point of view, I would never, if we did anything like that, I would number one tell you, and number two, it would be done to the highest quality, because all I would use is approved, because we've got a good relationship with Lamborghini Leicester, who are an approved body shop. So I've already been on the phone to GBE, mate, because that's the only people I would think that if they had it resprayed, which is normal for a car to be resprayed, but you know, if it's done, it should be done to a high standard. So let me speak to Alex and GBE, mate, and I'll be back in touch with you, so don't worry.
After yet another phone call with the dealer, I was left with a really bad taste in my mouth. I felt like he was trying to avoid taking responsibility by blaming another dealership. This will become a critical detail later on, so make sure you remember this.
It's just not good, is it?
As fun as this all was, I really needed answers from this dealer. Was he going to sort out these problems, or am I going to get screwed over? Just to clarify, you guys are going to get this completely sorted for me, yeah?
Yeah, when it comes back, mate, we need to look into it. I'll get it into Lambert.
No, like I want a affirmative answer. I don't want to have a conversation at some point.
Well, I'll sort it with Alex, mate.
Alright, fantastic. I was thinking I was gonna drive it back, but like, I mean, it's not really a great adventure, so I maybe just put her on transport and then just fly back.
He'll sort it, I think he will.
No, 100%. He's very careful with how he chooses his words, and I'm like, no, I just want.
It's like saying, between me and Alex, we'll get it sorted. And it's like you're saying no. I want you to say I want it sorted.
He's a great lad. Like, the problem is never important. It is the solution, right? It's a 9-year-old car, you see.
Yeah, it's
that is the whole point. It's a 9-year-old car. I'm not expecting perfection. Then it did get worse.
It's got an engine management light on. I'm gonna just turn it off and do an off and on and see whether that comes back on.
He sits in the car and all of a sudden there's an engine management.
No, surely that was on before I got in there.
I feel so conflicted at this point. I love this car. I love how it looks. This is for me the epitome of a supercar. With both the paint problems and now the engine management light, I had the feeling things were only gonna get worse. Instead of me driving home, which we initially planned, I decided to put the car on transport back to the UK to get to the bottom of all these issues. One thing that needed to be solved was the paint. We still need to finalize who's gonna pay for that, but we're gonna hopefully sort that out later. Yeah. Right. Oh. You know, the last time I saw this car, it had 2 different colors. That is insane. Oh my God.
Much better now.
Oh, yeah, as I say, it's much better now. That is a complete different color, mate. As if it's brand spanking new. What did you do?
Cleaned it all, polished it all, and we put the new film on the car.
It's fully PPF now?
Fully PPF.
Unbelievable.
All ready to be enjoyed.
Thank God, the paint is now sorted, but this is definitely now the least of our car's problems. So why am I still here without a car? Well, the car needed to be serviced for me to gain Lamborghini warranty. And I have a report here that states that every single point on this car, every single bolt, every single bit of this car was approved by Lamborghini, meaning the car was absolute faultless. After having the car in Portugal, the car I've driven 103 miles, it didn't feel right. I got it sent to Birmingham to have checked, and that report looked completely different. Birmingham came to the conclusion that this car had several faults, including the E-gear, a faulty and leaking coolant pump, and faulty oxygen sensors. Does all of that really go wrong after 103 miles? I mean, it's a 10-year-old car and Lamborghini is not the most reliable brand in the world. However, all of a sudden appearing at one go after 103 miles, I do not believe that that is possible. I had a very dodgy feeling about the initial report. So I dived a wee bit deeper and I found something that was actually very worrying. A really important one that shows that the integrity of this report is absolute zero. In this report, there's several points that are being checked, including the minimum thread of the tires. For this car to be accepted under a Lamborghini warranty, the thread needs to be at least 50%. The minimum thread of any tire in the UK is 8mm. If the thread on my new car is at minimum 50%, that means that the minimum thread on my tire is 4mm. That's the absolute bare minimum. And when I compare this with the report that I have requested 103 miles later, I see that the thread of this car was 2.4mm, meaning that I've been missing 1.6mm of tire usage, which is about 20% of the tire, in 103 miles. That shows for me that the integrity of this report is non-existent. Let this small discrepancy of these tires be the sign that there's way more sinister things behind the bonnet, to be honest. I'm gonna call a friend of mine who is one of the most reputable supercar dealers in the UK and see what he thinks. Carl, how are you?
I'm good, are you?
Doing well, mate, doing well. Let me start off asking, a Lamborghini program checklist, is that something that is normal for when you sell a Lamborghini, or when do you get this?
if I've got a car for sale, doesn't have to necessarily be a Lamborghini, but somebody will want a check done by a manufacturer. Say, for instance, the car has been serviced, say, 7 or 8 months ago, and it's not due a service for another 4 months, and it's done maybe 3,000 or 4,000 miles in the time period where a dealership has inspected the car. They will ask for a main dealer to do what they call a 154-point check. Normally, what really that consists of is, for instance, on a car like a Lamborghini or a Ferrari, it's clutch wear, it's brake wear, because obviously they have ceramic brakes, mileage check, and also a check to see if it's ever been in any kind of, accident damage or anything like that.
Have you ever seen a report like this, manually written?
No, I haven't seen a manual one. We get a VHC, a vehicle health check, sent through by email.
Or have you ever heard, and I don't want you to feel uncomfortable me asking this question, but it's a very important question. Any dodgy dealings with and I'm not saying Lamborghini, I'm saying all the brands, McLaren, Ferrari, maybe Porsche, Lamborghini, where there's a supercar dealer that has a relationship with someone that works at a main dealer, and just to get a car pushed through to get it sold, that they make a report like this just to make it look good. Have you ever seen it before?
Look, Nico, have I experienced it myself? No. Have I heard of it? Yes.
All right. In your professional opinion, what do you think of the integrity of this report?
Well, I've never seen a report like that. Like I say, that report kind of looks like if a transport company was picking a car up and they'd done a quick walk around and ticked a box where there was a scuff wheel or something. That's what it kind of looks like, more so than an actual vehicle health check.
The journey of me buying this car started online when I saw a reputable dealer displaying this car. Whenever we agreed to purchase this car, I agreed to do that with the dealer. However, I received the bank details and a contract with someone else's name on there. This was a sale or return, meaning that the dealer didn't own this car outright. He was selling this car on someone's behalf. The fact that I was stupid enough to then wire the money regardless to the previous owner instead of to the dealer, that's where I got screwed. All my consumer rights disappear because basically I didn't buy the car from the dealer, I bought the car from someone that the dealer knew, if you know what I mean. In the watch world we call it consignment. However, we do our transactions directly because anyone that buys a watch of my company is fully covered with 5-year warranty. This feels incredibly sneaky. Looking backwards, this entire process looked very, very shady. I mean, he knew for sure what was going on. That's why he wanted me to handle the sale or wire the money directly to the owner. Another massive red flag is that our Lamborghini leads forgot to do the MOT on the car. Can you imagine you buy a £270,000 car and you forget an MOT? How could Lamborghini forget that? In a text message, it shows clearly that he stated that warranty applied, everything well. A day later, after I wired the money, Lambo forgot the MOT. This was a day after I wired the money. It started to sound like this dealer knew about all the issues of this car and therefore tried to do everything he could to get rid of this car, including giving me a 10k discount and maybe push the sale over the line with fraudulent reports. All that taken in account, where does that leave me now? Well, after multiple phone calls with Lamborghini Edinburgh, that are by the way very helpful and very friendly, it became even more evident that this car had some major problems, some of which other reports didn't even show. So I got an email from Lamborghini Edinburgh today.
Oh, I read it out, yeah, I took the contact lenses out, so.
Oh, handy.
Good afternoon, Nico. Tried to call you regarding your vehicle. We are still in conversation with Lamborghini regarding carrying out checks. They are being more further than usual, as this is an uncommon fault with Aventador. Good England, that. Apologies. There isn't much I can do with getting an answer from Lamborghini. Kind regards, Laura, Lamborghini Edinburgh.
I think the
what's the bill
person
at the
who
minute?
sold you the car should be paying for it.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we've tried that and he's not doing it.
Oh, what about refund? Can't you send it back?
Well, the problem is my consumer rights are gone because he made me pay the owner directly.
So you can't send it back? They won't give you money back?
You could give it him back, and then, like, we could just turn up with the car and the key at the said person's place, leave the car there and the key, and say I want my money back within 10 days, or it's going live on YouTube.
Well, that's too late now because it's already on YouTube, and I think it's very, very important that people know that they should never buy, first of all, a car blind. never trust anyone blind, because this was supposed to be a very reputable dealer. And like Carl Hartley said in this video, we've seen this over time and time and time again. I'm sitting now with the don't have a car. I have great friends and I love you all to bits and amazing, and Stevie loaning me his car. But again, we're sitting here with a challenge, and every time there's a bigger challenge coming up.
Something ain't right.
So you've got a fraudulent inspection report, effectively. That's what.
Are two people in it together here, or is it one person trying to fool a dealer as well? Because if I was trying to sell my car for a dealer, but I had a bit of a backhandy job with Lamborghini, bring my car in, give me a full health check, mate, I need to show this dealer before I sell it. Or do you think it's, hello, mister, I need to sell my Lamborghini. Okay, what I'm gonna do then is I'll put it for sale in my shop, but I'm gonna need to go to Lamborghini first to get a full health check to help me sell it. Then does he then go off and get it checked by Lamborghini because he's got a friend there?
Lamborghini put the warranty on the car and they were very happy. They forgot the MOT though. Lamborghini forgot the MOT the car. I don't know what to do.
Look the same at all.
I don't know what to do, but I got this car to do YouTube videos with my friends, with you guys, to go to Portugal to have fun. I don't know what to do and what is going to happen next.
The
but
car should be fixed, or you should get your money back.
It's either one of them.
Yeah.
And if not, I think I'm going to make another video where we properly publish the name of this dealer.
Hopefully it doesn't come to that, because you don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do that. I just want to
your
fix
car
this,
fixed.
and I've been
Yeah.
trying to fix this now for 7 months. That's how long ago it was. But no, I don't know what to do. Hopefully we have some good news in the next video. At least we have a really cool new car, which is a very supercar. Well, you see that next week.